WrestleMania 40 has changed the wrestling landscape forever. 2 nights of unbelievable moments live from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. The WWE's Avengers assembled to finally put down the bloodline and have Cody Rhodes finish his story to become the brand new WWE Undisputed Champion. Now there's a lot to get through here over 2 nights, so to begin with, looking at the stadium itself, which looked great, and it seems that the WWE have gotten rid of the columns that hold up the stage around the ring, so that fans now have a better view. The attendance for night 1 was 72,543 and night 2 was 72,755, with a culmination of both nights holding a total of 145,298 fans. So to run through things for night 1, so to open up the show, Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch put on a solid contest, which saw Rhea Ripley retain her Women's World Championship after 2 awesome looking riptides. This marks a year of Rhea's title reign, which doesn't look to be slowing down anytime soon. The 6-team ladder match for both tag titles was chaotic as expected and overcrowded at times, with the talent trying their best to legitimately not injure each other. This wouldn't be the Judgment Day's night, however, as Grayson Waller and Austin Theory would capture the SmackDown tag titles, whilst R-Truth picked up his first WrestleMania win, capturing the Raw tag titles for himself and The Miz. The second half of this match turned into a TLC match, but with the titles now separated again, this opens up more opportunity for teams on both brands, but WWE need to build much more of a tag team division if they are splitting the belts once again. Rey Mysterio and Andrade would pick up the win against Dominic Mysterio and Santos Escobar in a fun high-flying tag team match that saw both Legado del Fantasma and the LWO settle the score. Following on from this, in a battle of brothers in the city of brotherly love, the Usos would get their dream match against each other as Jimmy and Jey Uso waged war, with Jey Uso eventually picking up the win against his brother. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill and Naomi would then go on to defeat Damage Control, consisting of Dakota Kai, Asuka and Kairi Sane, with Jade Cargill being showcased here to further her push. And then, Sami Zayn actually ended Gunther's longest ever Intercontinental title reign after 666 days in a true Rocky-style comeback to claim the upset and win the Intercontinental title after Gunther seemed to dominate the match. The ultimate underdog from the underground proved that to be true. In the second longest WrestleMania match in history and one of the best WrestleMania events ever, the bloodline of The Rock and Roman Reigns picked up the win, dictating the rules throughout, as The Rock let everyone know their role, with him being the final boss, laying Cody out with a rock bottom and a people's elbow after a classic tag team match which spilled out all around the stadium, setting the odds as high as they could get for night 2 with the bloodline rules now in effect. The closing shot saw a repeat of WrestleMania 39 after Cody's first loss to Roman a year ago. Overall, the first night was a solid and entertaining show, but at times in the middle the show lacked the Mania feel until the main event eventually would go on to save the show. Usually with these 2-night WrestleManias, the WWE struggled to put on 2 spectacular shows back to back, and in this instance the weather was cold for Philadelphia in the open-air stadium, which wouldn't have helped with the fans' energy. But this year, night 2 proved to be the dominant night for the event. Going into night 2, we opened up with Stephanie McMahon appearing to welcome fans to the show, her first appearance since the Vince McMahon allegations. The opening contest then saw Seth freaking Rollins losing his World Heavyweight title to Drew McIntyre in an emotional moment, only for Drew to take it too far, rubbing it in CM Punk's face at ringside, till Punk would eventually trip McIntyre up on the announce table, nailing him with his arm cast, only for Damian Priest to finally cash in his Money in the Bank contract in a shocking twist, nailing McIntyre with the briefcase and a South of Heaven chokeslam to pick up the win and become the new World Heavyweight Champion, celebrating with the Judgment Day at the top of the ramp, while CM Punk mocked McIntyre from ringside. Surely now it seems that McIntyre will definitely re-sign with the company, as he has plenty of healthy storylines to follow through to and capture that world title once again. Following up from this, we had the 6-man Philadelphia street fight between the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley versus the Final Testament, and this was actually Paul Elrig's first ever WrestleMania appearance after all these years, with the use of lots of weapons as a throwback to ECW, with even ECW original Bubba Ray Dudley stepping in as special guest referee to count the pinfall as the Pride of Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits picked up the win after Montez Ford delivered a huge frog splash through a table to Karrion Kross. As the show went on, LA Knight would then pick up the biggest win of his career, defeating AJ Styles in a hard-hitting, solid grudge match, which saw both men hold nothing back from using the concrete floor to high-flying, impactful moves. We then saw Logan Paul retain his United States Championship, even though he will likely lose it to LA Knight in the coming months. However, this was another great match with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens both targeting Logan until turning on each other, with even influencer Speed making an appearance in Logan's Prime Bottle mascot outfit, only to be RKO'd onto the announcer's table by Randy Orton. Logan Paul would take advantage of the chaos after Orton RKO'd Kevin Owens, for Logan to then throw Orton out of the ring and cover Owens after a frog splash for the win. Progressing on from this, Bayley would then get the ultimate revenge on Damage Control and Io Sky by defeating her for the WWE Women's Championship in a great back and forth match between two of the best women's wrestlers in the world. This also marked Bayley's first WrestleMania one-on-one match, and what a way to end it. Then finally going into the main event, the landscape of the WWE and the wrestling industry truly changed forever, with all the odds stacked against Cody Rhodes and Bloodline rules set in place from night one. What followed may be the greatest WrestleMania main event ever, in what was the Avengers assembling of WWE. All of fans' dreams came true, as not only did the Bloodline interfere to be taken out one by one, first by Jey Uso taking out Jimmy, followed by John Cena taking out Solo Sikoa, but then the final boss himself, The Rock, coming out to deliver a rock bottom to John Cena to clear him from the ring. Then, out of nowhere, the Shield's Seth Rollins appeared to take a bullet for Cody as Reigns' Superman punched him. All hope seemed to be lost, with The Rock standing tall in the ring ready to finish Cody along with Roman. Then, out of nowhere, the lights cut out and a chilling ring of The Undertaker's bell rang across throughout the arena as he appeared to chokeslam The Rock and then vanish as fans lost their mind, opening the way for Cody to then nail Roman with 3 crossroads and finally finish the story. This marks the end of Roman Reigns' historic title reign after 1,316 days. Emotional scenes followed afterwards as Cody handed the WWE Championship to his mother as the locker room emptied to congratulate Cody, with even Bruce Pritchard and Triple H making an appearance as the show closed with everyone cheering Cody on, pyro lightning up the sky, and not a dry eye in the stadium in what may be the greatest WrestleMania main event ever. Now, some may say that this was overbooked, but it all made perfect sense following the whole Bloodline saga, with even The Rock not being above The Undertaker, the ultimate keeper of the WWE. Saying that, I definitely wouldn't change a thing from how this was all booked, as it possibly sealed the greatest WrestleMania of all time, the first WrestleMania without Vince McMahon under the TKO banner, with Triple H steering the ship and Cody Rhodes declaring the Renaissance era in WWE. Many fans have not felt an emotional connection to the storylines and characters of WWE like this for a long time, from Sami Zayn beating Gunther, Bayley overcoming Io, McIntyre finally winning a world title in front of fans, only to lose it right away, and then to the main event of Cody Rhodes finally finishing his story. New champions, new storylines, new leadership, and a new era has finally arrived in the WWE, and the future looks incredibly bright.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more wrestling content.